What's up, purple and gold fam? Laker Nation, brace yourselves because something weird and maybe explosive is brewing behind closed doors in El Segundo. Way too quiet, sneaky moves, and a pressure cooker that feels like it's ready to blow. Is a bomb about to drop? Who's coming in? Or worse, who's packing their bags? We've got unhappy players, front office heat, and a locker room torn between hope and frustration. The off-season just kicked off, but the vibe in LA is already high tension. Promises were made and broken. Big names are lurking in the shadows. Familiar figures are making quiet phone calls. Bruce Brown, Brogdon, Brook Lopez. Or maybe the front office has something even crazier or more desperate up their sleeves? And LeBron, man, is he going to take less to help the squad? Or has he already made it clear he's done waiting around? What's Rob Pelinka and the Lakers front office cooking up? Is it a silent rebuild? A legit answer to last season's flop? Or just another risky bet on a roster that's tired of empty promises? One thing's for sure, there's smoke rising in Los Angeles. And where there's smoke, there's fire, baby. But before we dive into the names, the numbers, and the wild storylines surrounding this purple and gold soap opera, you know the drill. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, share this video with a true Laker fan, and help us hit that 1K subs milestone. Because today, the truth comes out. And you might not like what you hear. You ready? Let's go. Can they really build a competitive squad with just $5 million? That's the harsh reality for the Lakers this summer. With LeBron applying pressure, father time creeping in, and a roster full of holes, every move could be the difference between championship dreams and disaster. Let's keep it real. The Lakers have zero cap space. Nada. They're operating as a team over the NBA tax line, which means they can only hand out veteran minimum deals, or best case, use the taxpayer mid-level exception, worth about $5.6 million. And if LeBron doesn't agree to a pay cut, forget about the $12.5 million non-taxpayer MLE. This ain't NBA 2K. The cap sheet is real, and the margin for error is razor thin. So what's the hope? Prestige, legacy, the jersey, and, of course, LeBron James and Anthony Davis. What the Lakers still bring to the table is a legit shot at a ring, next to living legends. And for the right vets, that's still worth more than a fat paycheck. With that in mind, Rob Pelinka and the front office are combing through every option, every position, hunting for low-cost impact players who can step in and make noise right away. But let's be real. Who are the names on the radar? And can any of them actually shift the course of the season? Let's start with Malcolm Brogdon, a savvy vet, high IQ guard, former sixth man of the year, and a guy who's proven he can contribute on winning teams. Just look at his stint with the Boston Celtics. Could he come on a vet minimum deal? That's a long shot. But if he's down, that would be a major steal. Yeah, injuries have been an issue, only played 24 games last season. But history shows that when he's in a good system, his body tends to hold up better. In 2022 to 23, for example, he played 67 games for Boston and was a key piece off the bench. Can he hoop? Absolutely. Solid defender. Averages nearly 5 assists to just 1.7 turnovers. Knocks down 38.8% from deep. And get this, 44.5% from the corners. That's basically a coin flip from the corner. Money. So if you were Rob Pelinka, would you gamble what little cap room you have on Brogdon, even with the injury history? Or would you go for a different type of player? Now, let's talk Bruce Brown Jr. This dude's practically a Lakers obsession at this point. His name's been floating in trade rumors and free agency chatter ever since he won a chip with the Nuggets. But why so much hype? Simple. He's a high-level role player. Brings hustle, plays hard-nosed defense, keeps the ball moving. And he's only 28. He's coming off 2 seasons with rough shooting from 3, 33% and 32.3%. But that might actually help the Lakers in negotiations. Plus, he's already said in interviews he wants to get back on a contender. And according to reporter Michael Scotto, some execs believe Bruce would take a pay cut to join the Lakers. Across town with the Clippers, there's a guy flying way under the radar. But he might be the missing piece, Amir Coffey. He started 13 of 72 games last year, and while the raw numbers don't jump out, Some stats do. 41% from 3, 46% on corner threes. And don't forget, 6 feet 7 inches, long wingspan, and can defend multiple spots. He could come in on a vet minimum or even the $5.6 million taxpayer MLE. A nice bump from his current $3.9 million deal. Bonus? You'd be snatching him right out of the Clippers' hands. Remember that French dude who dunked on Lebron during the Olympics? Yeah, the one we've all tried to erase from memory? Guerschon Yabusele. He's back. After a strong run in Europe, he returned to the NBA with the Sixers and made some noise. 70 games, 43 starts, averaged 11 points, 38% from 3, 5.5 boards. And he's built like a tank. We're talking 6 feet 8 inches, 260 pounds, 7 feet 1 inch wingspan. He can play the 4 or the 5, brings toughness inside, and has a solid pick-and-pop game. Honestly, he could slide right into Rui Hachimura's role if the Lakers decide to move him. But tell me, could you stomach seeing Yabusele rocking purple and gold after that poster on the King? Now, let's get to the most critical spot on the floor, center. And here we've got two big men, both veterans, who stir up a lot of debate. Brook Lopez, 36, two-time blocks leader, still stretching the floor with 37% from 3 on 5 attempts per game. The Lakers have been after him in multiple off-seasons. With his shot blocking and high hoops IQ, he'd be the perfect big to pair with AD. Then there's Clint Capella, totally different vibe. Physical, rim running, offensive rebounding machine. More athletic, more mobile, but less floor spacing. Could he fit? Yeah, but with some limitations. And according to Jovan Buha of The Athletic, let me know if you want to continue from here or need the next part fleshed out. The Lakers are open to using their exception on a veteran big who's willing to accept a complimentary role. Lopez and Capella are both on the radar. Jovan Buha, The Athletic. So now the question is, who would you pick to pair with AD in the paint? Brook Lopez, with his veteran savvy and shooting touch? Or Clint Capella, with raw athleticism and glass cleaning power? Laker fans, don't get it twisted. These moves aren't going to blow up on Twitter or suddenly put us at the top of the Vegas odds. But this is where the magic happens. In the margins, in the fit, in finding that one dude who checks all the right boxes at the right time for the right price. Remember the 2022 Warriors? They found Gary Payton II on a low-key deal that ended up being massive. The Miami Heat made the NBA Finals with players plucked straight from the G League. Don't sleep on the power of a quiet signing. And here's the real kicker. Any one of these guys could end up being the key to unlocking a bigger trade or giving LeBron and AD the breathing room they need to stay fresh for the playoffs. It's not just about $5 million. It's about what those $5 million can unlock. Now, I want to hear from you. Who should be the top priority for the Lakers? Brogdon? Bruce Brown? Lopez? Someone else flying under the radar? Drop your take in the comments, share this video with a fellow diehard, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single chapter of this Hollywood-worthy off-season saga. Because with the Lakers, every summer is a war, and you're part of it.